First of all, I want to welcome everybody here. What a tremendous day it is for Laker Nation, the Laker organization, for Rob and I, as well as the Bus family, to welcome the new face of the Lakers, the guy who I think will lead us back to where we want to get to. We want to start building a successful team, and you have to have a great leader and somebody that can make their teammates better, somebody who has incredible basketball IQ. His IQ is off the charts. And somebody who can get their teammates to follow them and want to get out on that wing like James Worthy and Byron Scott and Michael Cooper used to do back in the day. We feel that we have that person right here in Lonzo Ball. We were very excited to pick Lonzo. We want to say also thank you to his family. We had a great time at their home. LeVar cooked for us and showed us his drills and everything he's been doing with not just his sons, but with other young kids and everybody, and also met his beautiful mother as well, Lonzo's mother, so that was great. But this is an exciting time for us, and so we want to say welcome to LA, welcome to the Lakers, man, and we look forward to exciting things. And I'm going to put a little pressure on you right now. You look to your right, there's some jerseys hanging on that wall. We expect a Ball jersey hanging up there one day, all right? All right, good. My partner in crime, who I want to thank, before I get to him, it was a great effort from a lot of different people last night, because it's not just Lonzo who we drafted, and Rob will go into that, the other guys who we drafted to go along with Lonzo. But we also want to thank Jesse and Joey, who Jesse's team did an outstanding job, our scouting department, of scouting all the players that we were able to draft last night. And so, and Joey with his input, so we want to thank both of them. And then also the head of this whole organization, Jeannie Bus, we want to thank her for her leadership. So Rob has not been able to sleep for a month. For this past week, he's been on the phone with every single team. I don't know how many times. We had so many trade scenarios. We had, I don't know how he's sitting here today, but I want to say thank you, partner, because you were able to really work your magic on a trade, and that I think will allow us the cap freedom to, play in free agency. And we say thank you for that, as well as just your leadership. So without further ado, I want to pass it to my partner, Rob Pelinka.
So this day for us, I think, is a culmination of a lot of incredible things. I remember being in the SUV with Irvin in New York when the lottery balls had just come out, and just thinking we had a 15% chance to be up here today next to this unbelievable person and player. It's crazy to think of it coming true. We feel like Lonzo is a transcendent talent, and we knew, Magic and I knew the moment we scouted his game, the type of player he was and how he was raised. But I think you guys know in press conferences, I don't like a lot of hyperbole or, just a whole bunch of words. I like to tell stories. So I think when this really came into focus for us was we knew the talent was transcendent. Like I said, the way he passes the ball, you look at quarterbacks like Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers that just have a gift. There's clearly a gift with what he's been blessed with. So we knew on a basketball standpoint, there were no questions. The process for us really became about the person, and character is so important to what we're building here. Mm-hmm. And so Harrison Gaines, who was the agent for Lonzo and his family, did an awesome job with the process, and he invited us out to Chino Hills to spend some time with the family. And it was really an amazing experience. I'll tell you a little bit about it. We arrived in the morning at around 7:30, and immediately the SUV brought us to some hills, these steep running hills, and Lonzo and his brothers and about 17 neighborhood kids were being coached by LeVar. and it was unbelievable to see the endurance. But what struck me the most in terms of the issue of character, I had a basketball dad who actually recently passed, and I remember one thing he said to me. He said, "Son," he said, "it's not always about how you treat the most important person in a room. It's about how you treat the least important person in a room." And I was amazed at the commitment from Coach LeVar with every single kid that he was training. It wasn't just about Lonzo or his brothers. It was about the 12-year-old. It was about the, 8th grader. Every name of every person he knew, and all the characteristics of them he knew. And so it went from the hills to the home, where then they transformed the garage into a weight room. And the commitment of Lonzo and his brothers and all of the other kids to training and to excellence was just a very eye-opening experience for Irvin and I. And then we got a chance, too, to see Tina, who everyone knows is Lonzo's mom, who's been through some hard things with her health. But the way the family rallied around her with love and just strength was an awesome feeling. So throughout the day, and Magic, I think already told this story, then all of a sudden LeVar's cooking sausages and eggs and pancakes and strawberries and doing the dishes. And it was just a feeling where you left the experience and you said, this is a family that is centered around treating people the right way and hard work and a high level of character. And we see that in Lonzo, and we know that those leadership qualities are what's going to take the Lakers to our ultimate destination, which is winning an NBA championship. So that story, I think, really cements what this day is all about for us and why we're so proud to be up here with his family in attendance, and why we're just so excited to have you guys here to celebrate this too. So with no further ado, we're going to present this to Lonzo.
So, Lonzo, just leave me 1 or 2 records, okay? That's it. All right, don't break all my records. Just, I want your grandfather, just let him leave me 1, okay? All right. We want to introduce the newest Laker, and let's give him a hand, Lonzo Ball.
Well, first off, I just want to say thank you to the organization, for calling my name, making my dream come true. I'm happy to be home, and I'm ready to get to work.
So, Allison.
Yeah. Lonzo, Jim Hill, CBS Sports here in Los Angeles. First of all, welcome to the Lakers. This is where you've always wanted to be. You changed the culture at UCLA. Magic says he wants you to be the face of this franchise and change the culture here. How are you going to do that, or how difficult will that be when you still have so much to learn about the NBA?
Well, that's been asked me for my whole life, so, I'm used to it. And like I said, I'm coming here with a winning attitude, and hopefully I can bring that to the team.
Hey, Lonzo, when you were last here for your workout, you were kind of surrounded by a lot of media. How's this day different from that day for you personally, now that you're part of the team?
Well, it's a lot better now that it's official. But I'm used to all the media, and it's nice talking to you guys.
Hi, Lonzo. What was it like in the draft room just waiting for your name to be called?
I felt good, especially getting the call, 3 minutes before. Definitely made me feel a lot better. So when they called my name, I was ready. Happy my family was there, and it was just a great moment.
I'll add to that story because it's a good one. When I sat on the other side of the table at the draft as an agent with players, a couple times over the 18 drafts that I did that, a couple times the team would call me as the agent to put the team on the phone with the player before the pick was made. And I always thought that was a really classy thing, so you wouldn't be so nervous. So Magic said, he's like, well, let's do that with Lonzo. So we called his agent, and his agent handed him the phone. I think it was pretty loud at the draft. Magic said, "Hey, at the Lakers, we like to make dreams come true. Welcome, welcome aboard." So it was a great moment.
Lonzo, right here. Steve Finley, Culver City News. We covered you when you were at UCLA. And how did UCLA prepare you? Well, you've been being prepared all your life for this, but what part did UCLA play in this?
Everybody at UCLA helped me, from the teachers, to the coaches, to my players on my team. And I thank them for everything, and I'm thankful for the relationships I made with them.
Lonzo, Mark Medina, LA Daily News. What do you think of the challenge that Magic just outlined about being on the wall with one of the jerseys at some point?
I think it's a good goal to set, so definitely be chasing that.
What do you think will be the key to be able to reach that goal?
Just work every day, go out there and play my game.
Hey, Rob, over here to your left, Rob. I wanted to address this to you first, Rob, and this Magic would be a good person to answer this as well. But the type of infectious passing that you see in Lonzo, is that something as you're scouting players that you see that's increasingly rare? And how does that, Magic, from your perspective also, how does that permeate through the team? And what's the way that can affect a whole franchise?
Well, I think first of all, they know Lonzo will find them, and not just give him a pass, but a scoring pass. See, some people can pass, but very few people can lead to a scoring pass, and that's what type of passer he is. He's unbelievable. He has a great feel for the game. He understands angles, and that's also difficult. That's what we saw. Watching so much tape of him, you see yourself. You see Jason Kidd. You see guys who can see the floor and make the correct pass. It's not just making a pass, but the correct pass. So I was blown away by that. I saw him live twice. I saw him take over the Oregon game at home when they were behind, and he made every winning play to close the game out, and that was beautiful. So I think our players are going to love playing with him, and also they become better passers. They want to make the extra pass because of Lonzo. So this is a great day for them too, not just the organization, but for our players, and that's why they're all getting ready right now, because they're going to love playing with him. Watch out, Larry Nance on that lob. Wow. Julius Randle coming down the middle with that left hand. Big Zoo back there trailing. Bam. I mean, on and on. Don't get me started now. I'm just like, it's a great day because you're going to see highlight moments from this young man just by passing the basketball. And Laker fans are used to that. We're used to great leaders. That's why we win, right? You think about Derek Fisher was a great leader, right? And so it's not just his passing, but his leadership is what sold me too. And then last but not least, going to Chino Hills, spending time with the family, getting to know LeVar away, forget all the other stuff. Him and I, man to man, it was really a great moment. And then visiting with Lonzo was special. So that's what I would say, and I'll pass it to my partner.
Yeah, so Mike, good question. I think there's a perfect fit here in the way that Luke Walton wants to coach the team and really the style of play he wants. The ball moving around, no 20-second dribblers, overhandlers. And I think the way Zoe plays his game is going to be infectious because he's getting it up the floor. And then I'll say this too is kind of a challenge. I mean, having seen players develop and seen Kobe from an 18-year-old to the end of his career, I think Lonzo has the ability to be an all-defensive player in his career because he's got great length at the point guard position, extraordinary length. And if he commits, I think, to film work, continuing the endurance training, and just a mentality of defensive toughness, I think he's going to be talked about as a great two-way player. And I think Coach Walton and the staff is really committed to that in him, and he's going to set the mentality of our defense as well as our offense. So I don't want to lose sight of that because that's important.
Lonzo, why don't you follow up real quickly on that? Was it through your dad that you learned about Magic and then eventually watching him on tape, and obviously the person who played that style the most?
Yeah, I was born in '97, so I didn't get to see him live. But my dad definitely had some tape of him. You know, the hard work classes came on. He just called me in his room, and we just watched. And it was a pleasure to watch and learn a lot from him.
Hey, Lonzo, Kurt Sandoval from ABC7. A, congratulations. B, they talked a lot about Chino Hills. When you were drafted yesterday, there were a lot of people who said, Lonzo put us on the map. And Magic said that you're the new face of the Lakers. Can you speak to what this means for you, putting Chino Hills on the map and so many people that helped you in Chino Hills to get to where you are today?
It's very humbling. You know, not a lot of people come from Chino Hills. It's not a big city. But, you know, I'm proud to be from there, and I'm happy that I can put on for them.
Yeah, Alonzo, Bill Plaschke, LA Times back here. How do you deal with the pressure of the expectations? It's probably as much on you as any rookie in Laker history, frankly. And how do you deal with that?
Bill, it wasn't none on me. He the first rookie with pressure? Bill, I thought you loved me. We won a championship, my rookies. Okay, Bill. I got him good, didn't I?
Well, the support here is great, so it's not just me. And playing a game of basketball, which I've been playing my whole life, so it's fun to me. I know it's going to be fun here, so I'm not really worried about all that.
I think the main thing here is that Lonzo, all he needs to do is play his game. He doesn't need to change. I think we got great young weapons around him. I see Larry Nance over there. If I'm Larry, I'm getting in the best shape possible because he's going to give you 10 points right there just with his passes. You know, I think everybody understands playing with somebody with Lonzo's talent will make them better and also give them easier baskets. And so he just needs to play his game. He doesn't need to change, just play his game.
Lonzo, ESPN LA right over here. How much interaction have you had with some of the players on your current roster, on the current roster?
Not very many at all. I was kind of focused on UCLA last year, and I just got picked yesterday. So, I mean, I guess I can meet them soon.